Have you ever made grand plans for something that you know you can do only to have it all go wrong? Have you ever built up an idea in your head and then while in the middle of executing that idea come to the stark realization that, well, you kind of f***ed up? Have you ever been really excited at the start of something and then found yourself in excruciating pain by the end? I know this sounds really dramatic, which I mean, shouldn't really surprise you if you've ever seen my thumbnails before, but okay, let me just explain what the f*** happened. In early July 2021, I got the itch to head over to the Adirondacks in upstate New York. My goal was to hike the Cranberry Lake 50, which is a 50-mile loop trail that shockingly circles around Cranberry Lake. Who would have guessed? I've actually hiked this trail once before, back in May of 2017. The bugs were absolutely horrendous. The trail was basically a giant mud pit, and it rained for most of the hike, but overall, it was all right. I made it out okay. Ever since then, I've always thought of the Cranberry Lake 50 as a hike that I could return to someday and complete as a solo backpacking trip with relative ease. I mean, the truth is that for Adirondack standards, or really any standards for that matter, the Cranberry Lake 50 is actually a pretty easy trail. It's almost completely flat. It's surprisingly smooth terrain-wise in terms of like rocks and just the general roughness. And for someone with a decent amount of backpacking experience, it shouldn't really be that much of a challenge to complete it in like a 3-day weekend. It shouldn't be. I say that. It shouldn't be. I was feeling so confident going into this hike that I was even planning some extra little storylines for the video I was going to make of it. Mainly, I was going to try some new backpacking food items, and throughout my hike, I was going to kind of review the food and provide some insight to the lovely viewers about how I liked it. I also brought along a little American flag since it was the 4th of July weekend, and I was going to do a bunch of like cool shots of that. Until I realized that the video was coming out like 2 weeks after the 4th, and it definitely wasn't gonna hit as hard. But I had this entire hike and video planned out in my head. I was 100% confident that I could execute it, and all I had to do was just get to the trail and start hiking. And I did that, and things went according to plan all the way up until they didn't. But we'll get there. For now, let's start with day 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Adirondacks. I'm sitting in a parking lot, talking to myself like an idiot. You're probably hacking my license plate right now. I am gonna be doing the Cranberry Lake 50. I'm starting right here. I'm at the boat launch in Cranberry Lake. There's like 7 different trailheads you can park at for this 50-mile loop. And this is the one I decided to come to. Here comes this person. They're probably gonna think I'm a weirdo. Yep, they think I'm a weirdo. I really shouldn't be sitting here just f***ing around right now because it's gonna rain today. It rained like off and on the entire drive here. And just now it's finally like starting to clear out for a second, but I know for a fact the rain's gonna pick back up as the day goes on, so I should really get moving. Also, happy 4th of July. I'm gonna be rocking this flag here. I didn't weigh it because I don't want to know how much it weighs because I probably wouldn't have brought it, but happy 4th of July. Let's go.
Well, they shot the messenger, but the message never was quite what he intended, and he made a mess of her. Felt his intent was misread, poorly digested, and he's just waiting for this whole thing. He's just...
Oh, this sucks. I'm literally like not even a mile into this trail, and my feet are already freaking soaked, dude. Look at this. This is like not even... I don't even know where the f I'm going here. I already accepted the fact that I was gonna get wet and have wet feet at some point, but shit, I was hoping I could hold out for like an hour or 2 here. My feet are completely soaked. At least it hasn't started raining yet. I've got a few miles on the trail here. I don't even know exactly how many. The map doesn't really say, which is bizarre. But then after that, I have a few miles, again, don't know how many, but a few miles of a road walk to do before I go back into the woods. And then after I go back into the woods, there's like this this section of trail that's just like a beaver pond. My feet were gonna get wet at that spot anyways, but it doesn't even matter. 50 miles with wet feet, here we go. Is this a sign that this hike's not gonna go well? Should I like turn around? Should I do it?
Number on a paper napkin, says it's just one day.
All right, stopping for some lunch. The mosquitoes are out in full force right now, and so the first thing I did when I stopped was pull out my bug spray. Where the f is it? Doesn't matter. And absolutely just lather myself up in DEET from head to toe. And while I was doing it, I did one of the dumbest things I've probably ever done hiking. I turned it around to try to spray the back of my arm like this, and I sprayed it right into my fucking face like an idiot. I was, you know, far enough away that it wasn't like a direct blast right into my eye, but like the residual mist definitely got in my eye, and it didn't feel great. This happened maybe like a minute and a half ago, and my eye feels completely fine now, so I think I'm good. But don't be spraying DEET in your eyes. Let's talk about some food, because hopefully you guys watched my video last week where I promised I would go over some of my food on this hike and talk about some of the new stuff that I brought. Let's see, I think I'm gonna try these chickpeas. Oh yeah. You know? Not gonna lie, these are kind of fucking bland. Not bad, but not super impressed by these. I think I was hoping they'd have a little bit more flavor. Maybe if they're a little spicy, they probably taste better. I should have looked to see if they had a spicy option. I do like chickpeas, like actual like cooked chickpeas, but whatever the these are, not very good. Oh well, on to the next thing. I think to help wash down those bland ass chickpeas, I'm gonna make up some Gatorade powder here. I just munched down on this Power Crunch little protein bar thing here, and really good. Much better than those chickpeas, although much less healthy. All right, finished lunch off with some Doritos, which is probably on my face. I can't really tell with the screen, but yeah, that means time to keep hiking. Lunch is over. It was pretty mediocre lunch. I'm disappointed in those chickpeas. GoPro mode now. Unfortunately, I think it's gonna start raining soon. It's kind of started sprinkling a few minutes ago, and the forecast said it was gonna rain this afternoon at some point, so. Huh. Ranger school, I guess. Hopefully I'm allowed to film this. It's like a bunch of state buildings. Visitors welcome. Guess I'm welcome here after all. It's pretty cool. I'm on like some little back road here, and there's a bunch of camps right on this lake. A bunch of people are out here celebrating the 4th. Got some campfires going, got some people partying and stuff. It's cool to see. Eventually, I'm gonna walk through this little town called Wakena, and I was really only there for like an hour maybe on the last hike. We walked into this little store. It's something Abode. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I honestly don't even remember what kind of store it was either. They had like, I don't know, it was just weird. That's about all I remember from the town of Wakena. One thing that's kind of cool about this trail is that it's pretty close to where I went to college in Potsdam, New York at Clarkson University. I haven't really been back here for a while. I'm not like super close to it. I'm still like 45 minutes away from the actual campus, but St. Lawrence County, same county like you saw on the sign there. So that's nice. One thing that's not nice though is that it's definitely starting to rain. Not super cold out right now, so it's honestly not that bad. However, it is raining hard enough that a few cars drove by me, and I could definitely see them laughing at me. They're like, look at this fucking idiot walking in the rain. And honestly, I'd probably be doing the same thing if I were them. Fucking A, they're out of ducks. What's up, dude? Oh, pretty easy to stay on trail here, and it's not the not the most fun thing to hike in. Although my feet, I guess they're already f***ing soaked at this point anyway. So unlike this morning, this doesn't even matter with all the overgrown shit. Still getting f***ing poured on. So that's how that's going. But I am a little bit thankful that it's warm today. And so even though I'm pretty soaked at this point, I'm not like cold at all. So it's a little bit more comfortable than it's been on some of my past hikes, like the NPT, for instance, when you're soaked and it's in like the high 40s and like low 50s and shit. That's no fun, but it's about 10 degrees warmer right now than it was on those hikes. So I'm trying to stay positive here. Can you tell? It's not that bad. Well, the rain finally stopped. Honestly, this trail's been like pretty easy. It's like very just flat, not really many rocks to speak of. I feel like this definitely used to be some sort of maybe like old rail bed or something like that. Feet are definitely hurting though, and I think looking at the map, I'm kind of realizing that I have a lot of miles to go. Well, that's the trail I gotta walk through. I could try to go around over there, but like my feet are already so fucking wet. Ugh, damn it. I knew this was coming. I heard about this spot. Yeah, they need some hardcore trail maintenance here. Look, it's just literally just a beaver pond I'm walking through right now. Mosquitoes buzzing me. Oh my God, dude, look at this. It's like not even a trail here. Damn. This was, get it? Damn. This was not like this when I came through last time. It was muddy, but this shit obviously has washed out since then. Fucking A. My shoes are probably like 5 pounds heavier now. The beavers f***ed this one up good. I guess we f***ed it up. They were here first. Oh. At some point I gotta just pop back into the woods and no more beaver ponds. I'm kind of beat up right now. I hate to say it. Again, not sure how many miles I've done. I'm guessing it's got to be close to like 15 plus maybe. I don't know. I know that I'm feeling it. The wet feet, especially in my right foot, is freaking killing me right now. It like really hurts to put pressure on. I'm not really sure what it is either. It doesn't feel like one specific part, just the entire bottom. It doesn't feel good. And I'm surprised because I've been getting out a lot. I guess I haven't been doing as much backpacking though. I've been doing more running. So maybe it's the weight of the backpack. I'm not sure, but either way, I am like less than 2 miles from camp right now. I'm really hoping that I can just get to camp, get off my foot, and it'll feel better in the morning. I'm staying at Cowhorn Pond tonight. All right, guys, I'm in my tent. I talked to some people that I'm staying with at the shelter here, and they told me I did at least 20 miles today, which feels about right because my foot feels terrible. The rest of my body feels completely fine, but my foot is definitely f***ed up. I don't know what's going on. I really hope it feels better tomorrow. I took some ibuprofen. I still want to do a big day tomorrow. I mean, I kind of have to if I want to finish this trail in time, so just really hoping it feels better. This foot's never had any problems, and it just happened out of nowhere, basically, so it was really weird, and yeah, I just hope it feels better soon. Also, before I go to bed, this is like the worst I just wanted to do a review of that Peak Refuel meal. I didn't really film it too much. I will say, it wasn't bad. I had the chili beef mac one. I'm not gonna lie, it was not worth $13, so I don't think I'm gonna be getting that one again. But anyways, hoping my foot feels better tomorrow. I need to get some sleep. I need to rest up. And yeah, see you tomorrow.
Hello everybody. My foot feels fine now, but I'm really afraid to put weight on it. We'll see. And I can already see mosquitoes just like populating the outside of my tent here.
Oh man, guys, I'm not feeling this right now. I got up and walked around a little bit. My foot definitely still hurts. It's not like quite as bad as it was at the end of the day, but it's bad. I can still barely put any weight on it. Oh, it sucks. I hate injuries. I hate injuries so much, especially when I feel like I fully don't understand why it happened either. I have about 30 miles left of this loop, and I have today and tomorrow to get that 30 miles done. My plan today is to go as far as I can, as far as my foot's gonna let me, and then I'll clean up whatever's left on Monday. So yeah, sorry to be such a downer here, but man, it sucks. Not gonna sugarcoat anything either. This is how it goes sometimes. It's gonna be a tough one. My foot hurts quite a bit. This honestly might be like the most injured I've ever been on a hike, now that I'm thinking about it. It's early still. I probably haven't even done a mile yet, but, and like you might be like, oh, well, you could always like bail early if it's that bad. Like, of course, like I don't want to quit, but if you're in pain, like maybe you should get off the trail, Kyle. And I kind of agree with that. I would probably consider it if I could, but the thing is, where I am right now, either way, I would have to hike like a lot of miles to get back to my car. Like I'm kind of in the thick of it right now. And I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not in like any danger or anything. You know, it's not like a life-threatening thing where I'm gonna like starve out here. Like I can make it out. I know I can. But like honestly, it's not good right now, folks.
I hope the rain don't come in November. Summer went way too fast. I'm trying real hard to remember all of the good times and memories we had. And you called out crying. You said our love was worth dying for. Yeah, that's why you keep on trying. But I'm really not moved by your tears no more. Yeah, she said
I think I'm gonna try to do like another 12. My foot still hurts. In case you're wondering, it still hurts a lot. It's not getting any better. I feel like I literally have nothing else to say right now. It's like all I'm thinking about. So I'm just gonna put some podcasts in and try to knock this out.
So crazy. I just hope that this love is for real. Yeah. She wanna hold it down.
Look at all this stuff. I remember the spot from the first time. And if I recall correctly, there should be a stove around here too. Haha, you think I'm joking, right? Nope. Look at that fucking thing. Literally just a straight up stove. I am like a lot of miles from the car. Like I'm not close to a road at all. This old ass stove is still here.
So some of you might be like, Kyle, this is called the Cranberry Lake. Skiers, damn it. I guess I gotta keep moving. So some of you might have noticed this trail is called the Cranberry Lake 50, but I haven't really talked about or shown Cranberry Lake on this or in this video yet. And basically the part of the trail that I've been doing up to this point isn't actually like on Cranberry Lake, it's close. The actual trail itself doesn't really go to Cranberry Lake until the part that I am approaching. I'm still a few miles away. I will likely be camping on Cranberry Lake or very close to it tonight. First up on the menu is some DEET, because there's fucking bugs everywhere here. First on the menu we have this organic pineapple. I actually thought this was pretty good, honestly. It's like sugary, but it's not like wicked sugary. Next up, we have this jerky. Very mediocre. It's not bad, but it's very chewy and like doesn't have that much flavor to it. It's like a fucking rock. And last on the menu, we have the tried and true pistachios. Ow, 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 fucking ow. I've done about 14.5 miles so far today. If you didn't call it already, my foot hurts a lot. So I wish I had more time to kind of film this spot here. But honestly, I really just need to focus my energy on these next 2 miles. I'm gonna go 2 more miles and then I'm gonna get to camp, chill, make some food. That'll be a nice little change of pace. And most importantly, get off this foot, which does not feel good. Now this is Cranberry Lake. We finally found it, and it looks awesome. Now that's a wet rain tarp right there. Whew. All right, it's time to make some dinner. This is the Alpine Air Mexican style grilled chicken bowl with rice and beans. I've never tried this. I know nothing about this brand, and it was about $3 cheaper than the one I had last night, and I honestly did not really like the one I had last night very much, so. There's definitely still some water in there, but honestly it doesn't look too bad now that I've opened it up. Let's do a taste test. I think I like this one better than the one I had last night. Still not sure if it's worth the money though, because I can't decide if it's that much better than a Northside that's worth paying for, but at least it tastes good right now. Well, I just put down that thing, no problem. And now, the last part of the meal, dessert. I got these hazelnut things that are made in Germany, I guess. Well, today was hard. Today was a real hard day. But at least I get this nice view at the end of the day. That's one positive thing that happened today. Despite all my bitching, I'm still appreciating this. I think I'm gonna go to bed in just a second here, so let's see how the final like 7 or 8-ish miles of this trail goes for me. I think they're gonna be painful, but at least I'll be done tomorrow and I can get a cheeseburger.
Good morning. Hey. I just slept for like 11 hours. I tend to do that on these backpacking trips. I feel like I go to bed really early and then still sleep in until like 8:30. But I think my body needed the rest. Clearly. See this mosquito right here? Bitch.
You know, a lot of people complain about having to hang their bear bag at the end of the day. They're like too lazy, they just want to sleep with their food. But damn, when you get good at these, it's actually like kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. And what's even better is I got that toss on the first try.
Finally time to go hiking again. Foot hurts, took some Advil. 8 more miles, and then we get back to the car, we get some dinner, and then we begin the recovery process, aka resting my foot for however long it needs to rest, hopefully not too long. Oh man, I just slogged myself like 30 miles on a really bad foot, but I did it. Whew. The video's not over yet though. There are still 2 things that I need to do before the video ends, so here we go.